picture in your mind that we all have this crisis of loaves and bread. Sorry, loaves and fish. Work on your own conversion. If you cannot work on your own conversion, your months and years of coming to Bible class would not mean as much. Because the ultimate objective here is conversion. You become holier. As you get to know more and more about His Word, you become holier. Do you know that the world will be holier when you become holier? I like what Father Mike Semana says once. It all begins with me. That's what he says. It all begins with me. If there will be peace, let that peace begin with me. Makes sense. Do you do that? Do you work on your own conversion? When I say conversion, become holier. See, I even give you one step up. That means you are holy now, and then you become holier. When I say you become holy, that means you are not holy now. To uplift you a little bit, I say be holier. You're holy now, but be holier. By the way, that includes me. Don't think I'm just saying that to you. I'm saying that to myself too. Look. The Spanish say, mira. Right? Mira, mira. Look to the poor. I like what one person said. Because sometimes it's hard to imagine. Because I have such a big number of groups in Florida who are relying on me for the continuation of the Bible studies. And yet, it's probably the Lord's will that I come up here and do the same. I fully believe that it's God's will. Yes? Because if it's not God's will, this probably will not last this long. You agree? Look for the poor and look to the poor to serve.
Brother, you're not speaking about those who are poor, materially only, right?
Yeah, I was about to go there.
Poor.
Yeah, the thing is, word is poor. See, I'm not giving you money, but I'm giving you treasure. You know that? This is treasure. So, looking to the poor to serve can mean treasure and talent. If you can sing for the Lord, by any means, sing for the Lord. If you can speak for the Lord, speak for the Lord. I'm so passionate about this. I don't care if it's height of summer. Even if it's 110 degrees, I will continue to speak for the Lord. I take time. I have many things to do. But I take time. I have to speak for the Lord. I have become His mouthpiece. And I accept it humbly. You understand? And you must do the same. Whatever talent you have. If your talent is making babies, make baby for the Lord. And make priests and nuns. Maybe I'm talking to people who are late for that. But you know what I mean. Talent and treasure must be shared. Paul Solomon was struggling. That makes sense? For someone who is hurting. It doesn't cost anything. Love your spouse and them. You know, I got this from the Vatican. I'm surprised. The Vatican didn't say love your mother-in-law or father-in-law or whoever. But I would assume they include it. So love your spouse, children, family. Oops, she's here. Ooh, this is important. You must make sure that you spend time, you raise your children. So they seek the Lord. You know one thing I learned? You know Adolf Hitler, right? You know Adolf Hitler was an altar boy. He was an altar boy when he was... I'm just reminded because you have to raise your children so they seek the Lord. When you see someone who is disabled, who is mentally insufficient, defective, physically, do you make fun of them? Some people do, especially in the Philippines. I remember when I was younger, when I was in school, if someone has a physical disability of any kind, they would mock the person and make fun of the person. That's a very bad thing to even think and do, right? So, exhort the weak. They are among the weak. With love. You know, we all have different vocations. And when you're married, your vocation is you're a married spouse. You must be faithful, and you must lead your vocation faithfully. If you're a priest, an ordained priest, minister, or nun, you must live your vocation faithfully. This is for the young. This is for the young. They must seek to devoutly prepare for their vocation. This is for the young. And what possibilities are there? Marriage, priesthood, religious life. I think that's what Anne is going for, right? She's going for religious life. Is that right? Anne is going for religious life. Is she? Is she becoming a nun or what? Or is she still discerning? She's still discerning? Anyway, so this is for her. She must devoutly prepare for that future vocation in case either she gets married or becomes a nun or any religious life, part of a religious community. If you're old, I'm not looking at anyone in particular. Seek wisdom. Become good examples for the young. Last week, first reading, the second book of Kings, when Solomon prayed for the gift of wisdom. And if you are elderly, you must seek to devoutly prepare for your prepare for your death. Is that bad to say?
No.
It's a good thing to say. You don't say, I wish you die. It's just that you must seek devoutly to prepare for your death. Whatever your loaves and fish issues are that's confronting you now, you're despairing. You're trying to dismiss it. You're trying to detach from it. There are people who say that. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to think about that. Right? And there are issues confronting them. I don't want to talk about, I don't want to think about those problems. Problems don't go away by dismissing them. You know that. And how will the problems go away? And how do you prepare for those? How do you confront problems?